Time in YouTube, and welcome back to Deck Profiles. Today we are going to be looking over a Solgaleo-GX deck. It's a very similar deck to actually the one that we battled in our final match with Primarina, so if you have already checked that out, you kind of know what's to expect here. I thought it was an amazing little deck, so I wanted to see how well does it actually work on a consistent basis. So either way, we'll start with Solgaleo-GX. It's a stage 2 steel type Pokemon with 250 HP. Has Ultra Road as the ability. Once during your turn, you may switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched. So you can easily get out of like traps and all that by retreating and whatnot, because Ultra Road prevents all that. You don't need to retreat, you don't need to worry about getting locked up in the front. You also have Sunsteel Strike, 2 steel, 1 colorless, 230 damage, discard all energies from this Pokemon, but that is not what we're aiming for. No. What we are going to be aiming for is the Soul Burst GX. 1 steel energy is all it's going to cost us, and you get to search your deck for up to 5 different energy cards, and you can put them onto your Pokemon in any way you like. So, without any further ado, let's take a look and see what we're going to be putting those energies on. To start off, we obviously going to be running 2 Shaman, 110 HP, basic Pokemon, colorless with the ability setup. You get to, once you play it, you get to draw your hand back up to 6. You also have Sky Return for 2 colorless energy, 30 damage. Return this Pokemon, all cards attached to it back to your hand. Okay, we're not using the energy on this guy. One of them will be this guy in Darkrai EX, 180 HP, Dark type Pokemon basic. We've actually seen this guy before. He's got the Dark Pulse, 2 colorless energy, 20 damage plus 20 more for each Dark energy attached to all your Pokemon. You also have Dark Head, 1 Dark, 2 colorless, 80 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is asleep, you get to do 80 more damage, but we will not be using Dark Head because, let's be honest here, but there's no sleep in this deck. Next up is going to be a 2-line of the Giratina EX, 170 HP Dragon Pokemon with Renegade Pulse. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage, done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Mega Evolution Pokemon. So this thing's more like a counter for certain decks. I wouldn't say this is going to be our main focus. Darkrai will definitely be our main focus. He also has Chaos Wheel, 1 Grass, 1 Psychic, and 2 colorless for 100 damage. So this thing is very difficult to use. But we have Solgaleo, so it's okay. Your opponent cannot play Pokemon tools, special energies, or stadium cards from his or her hand during their next turn. So it shuts down a lot of stuff for our opponent to be using. Lastly, we do have 1 Hydrodon EX with Dragon Road, 180 HP Dragon type Pokemon. If there's any stadium cards in play, the retreat cost of each of your Dragon Pokemon is 2 less. You also have Shred for 1 Psychic, 1 Dark, 1 Colorless, 80 damage. The attack isn't affected by your opponent's active Pokemon. So we're really not looking at Dragon Road, but we're looking at Shred, so in case we get blocked by like a Regice or anything like that, Hydreigon can come in, do the damage we need to do, take care of that Regice, and we're still good to go. Next up is going to be our trainer support. Now, I'm going to have a couple shoutouts here for sure, because if you guys are starting to notice, our deck is starting to be all like full arts and stuff. It's looking amazing. Can't wait for the next set, because even Rare Candy gets a full art. So, I got one more Nest Ball to go, which is our first card here. Nest Ball, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it into your bench, and then shuffle your deck afterwards. So no Shamans, but anything else is pretty much a go ahead. We were running 3 Rare Candy. And to match this up, I'm actually running 2 Cosmom, because I did run into an effect of, with Vileplume so popular right now, I wanted to make sure I had ways of getting to Solgaleo a little bit more easier. Yes, Rare Candy is the best option, but I ran 1 Cosmom in a Lurantis match, and guess what? It was prized, so I couldn't evolve into Solgaleo, which meant I could not use any of my other Pokemon. It wasn't very fun. It wasn't very nice. But we were running 3 into Rare Candy, just to make sure we're okay on the niche there. I'm running 4 Trainer Mail. Pretty standard stuff. We did get all 4 of them, guys, of the full art Golden Ball itself, the Ultra Ball full art. Huge shout out to Steel Scizor and Curious Cleffa. I did message them both on Twitter when I did get the product, but now that I have them, huge shout out to them, because this would not have been possible without them. Cleffa gave me 2 of them, and Steel Scizor helped me out getting codes, and I ended up trading or pulling the other 2, so it was wonderful. It was absolutely wonderful that I got these things. Next up are the VS Seekers. Put a supporter from your discard pile into your hand. We have 2 Parallel City, This can go one of two ways depending on situations. You can either reduce your bench down to 3 Pokemon, which can get rid of your Shaymins and the things you don't need in the match, which could also lead you to having a reduced damage on your opponent's side, especially if they're playing Lurantis or Volcanion, Typhlosion, or one of the more popular water decks right now. You can do that. Or, again, you can reduce your opponent's side of the bench because you're not going to be running any of those typings. The one side does not affect you. It's a good card for you to be running here. I did try Silent Lab, but that's not a very good card for this deck. I'll just say that now. And the reason I bring that up is because it was in my opponent's deck when he was using it, so I just thought I'd mention that now. I didn't personally like it. He might have a better reasoning for it and knows when to play it more than I would. I didn't care for it. Next up is Lysander. Switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with our active. No. Switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with his or her active. I don't know why I struggle so much on Lysander. I just cannot read it. I cannot read it. I know what it does, can't read it. We're running 3, and each player shuffles his or her hand back into their deck, then each draws a card for each of his or her remaining prize cards. We have 4 Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7 cards. We're running 1 Skyla so that I can get those nest balls, those rare candies, those ultra balls, anything I need to get that Pokemon out onto the field. I need to get Solgaleo out ASAP. Therefore, running Skyla is just essential in the early game to get the rare candy or the nest ball to get Cosmog, Cosmom, or whatever I need to get. Next up, we are going to be running 3 Fighting Fairy Belts. The basic Pokemon this card is attached to gets plus 40 HP and its attacks do 10 more damage. This is obviously going to be for one of our potential 3 main attackers, Darkrai, Giratina, or Hydreigon. We are running 4 Double Dragon Energy. I can't speak today and I apologize for that, but I will keep doing that probably through the whole episode. 4 Double Dragon Energies. These things, by the way, can be grabbed by Solgaleo. And like I said, if you've seen the Primarina match, you know exactly how powerful this deck can be. Double Dragon Energies can go on both of your dragons here, and they count as Dark Energies towards Darkrai. So Dark Pulse, as long as I've got 1 Double Dragon Energy on it, plus 2 set up here, so there's 20, 40, 60, plus the Double Dragons. Now, I can grab all 4 of them from Solgaleo. That's a lot of damage really early game if I can get Solgaleo working properly. Now, we are not running Steel Energy, we are running Rainbow Energy. We will be taking a little bit of damage onto our Solgaleos to use this, but this will give us our Steel Energy that we need for that power. So for that Soul Burst GX attack. And it also counts as a Dark Energy towards Darkrai when it's attached to Solgaleo. So it's a huge benefit there. The other thing too is we are running 4 Dark Energies specifically for Darkrai. That way we can get that little extra damage off if we need to early game. But that is the deck. Let me know your thoughts on the deck. Will it be as synergetic as we've seen it in the Primarina deck profile, or will we be completely thrown under the bus by decks that are just so much faster than us? All we can do now is showcase it in a couple matches on TCG Online. Alright guys, our first match for Solgaleo is against Carlo 1992. I hope you're ready for this, Carlo, because this is going to be a match you're not going to forget. Anyways, we're going to call tails on this coin toss. We're actually going to lose it, which is not a big deal. I would like to go first, because that gives us that opportunity to kind of get Solgaleo out. But I've got a full line here, which is not bad. I can take my time here. I can easily get myself a Darkrai. I got a Rainbow Energy. As long as I can get myself a Rare Candy, I actually can get Solgaleo next turn. We're going to see we're going up against Lurantis. Now, if my opponent is playing Oddish, we'll know right away right here. He is probably not, actually. I'm kind of hoping he doesn't. Now, he'll be able to actually probably take us out turn 2. So I am going to get myself a Darkrai here. Boom, there it goes. We are actually going to reduce our own bench space here, which is fine because we don't need to play a lot of Pokemon. And this will actually keep my Cosmog nice and healthy for the current turn. But unfortunately, I can't play too much else. So I'm actually just going to go for that Dust Gathering. It'll draw me a card. I can't get out of Cosmog. I got the rare candy. As long as we don't get End right now, we'll be in perfect shape. I can get my Solgaleo out. I can go for an Ultra Ball, get another Pokemon out. Probably Giratina. Actually, I might get Giratina or Hydreigon. I don't know which one I'm gonna get yet. Either way, it does not matter. I can go for that Soul Burst GX. Actually evolves Lurantis in the back. Expecting, I don't know. It goes for a Synthesis here. This will let him search for a Grass Energy attached to one of their Pokemon. It's gonna go into the back Lurantis, which is fine. But we do have Rare Candy. We can go into Solgaleo here. I can actually remove the remainder of my line. Boom and boom. And like I said, I do want to get a Giratina. This way I can grab the Double Dragon Energies. And I might actually just want to leave them in there. I might keep my Professor Sycamore in back and just go for the attack right now. This way I can just save up all my additional strats for the next turn. So that's exactly what we're going to do. I am going to go for that Soul Burst GX. And I can grab the Double Dragon Energy, put it on you. Double Dragon Energy, put it on you. I want to grab 2 of the Dark Energies, put them on you. Boom. And then our final energy could just be another double... I'm going to grab one of the rainbows and put it on Solgaleo. So there we go. My GX attack is gone. But that is okay. You want to do that early game here. Now, again, we are completely set up here. I have a Darkrai that can come in here and one-shot these things. I can go for a Sycamore now. I'll have full access to all my utility. I don't need to worry about items too much. Fighting Fury Belt will be nice, but I don't need it. So if they do decide to go for the Vileplume line, it's okay. My opponent does want to get this Fomantis out of here, unless he just wants to go for more Grass Energy onto Lurantis. But if I pull a Lysander, I'm just going to eat this thing alive. And I have, by the way, free retreat as long as I have abilities with Ultra Road, because I can get my Solgaleo out by bringing in my Darkrai. Darkrai is currently going to be hitting for 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80. So I can do about 180 damage, I think. We're going to see 4 energies onto that Lurantis in the back. We're going to get the Fighting Fury Belt, which is going to give our Darkrai just that much more HP. I could drop a Cosmog down. No, I don't want to do that. My goal is probably to try and knock this thing out with Solgaleo, or I might go in as Giratina and do it. I don't want to do as Giratina either, because this thing can hit me for quite a bit of damage. I'm going to take 10 more here. Ultra Ball. Let's go for Hydreigon. Or do I get a Shaman? Or you get another Darkrai and try and set it up in the back. That might be a better play. So we'll do that. And you can hit me 5, 10, 15. You can do 200 damage to me. Now my Darkrai can survive that. Ultra Road, bring in the Darkrai. It's the best play. And my opponent is reduced damage due to the Parallel City as long as it's in play. So we are going to go for that hit. It's going to do 210 exactly, so we can knock out my opponent right now, which is huge. We're going to get another End, not necessary. My opponent does bring in that Lurantis. Can knock me out if they pull a Grass Energy, I believe. 5, 10, 15, 20 is 200. Minus the... is it 30? I think it's only 20. Yeah, it's only 20. So we're taking... Ooh, bring out Solgaleo. Hits me for another one. Damage increases to 230. Does knock out my GX, but that is still okay. I can bring in this guy. He only reduced 2 of my energies. I still have a massive amount of HP, and he cannot, I mean legit cannot take me out now. Because Solar Blade only does 120. So I'm actually going to opt to Sycamore here. That's all I had in my hand anyway. I got another Dark Energy. Actually, I got 2 of them. I'm going to opt to put this right onto my Darkrai, and then we're just going to seal this first game up with a Dark Pulse. It's going to do 190. Apparently, I had 1 more energy on that. Yes, I did. We got 190 down. Forest Giant Plants comes down, but is it too late for my opponent? I don't know. We're putting on a lot of pressure here. Lurantis had to put 5 energies down in order to do anything, and had to use up a Lysander. My opponent does have the Full Art Lily in the deck, though. We're going to see it's the Shiinotic variant, so this will be able to get her. It will get him more grass Pokemon as we go here. Not a big problem for us, to be 100% honest. And we can start setting up the Darkrai in the back in case our first one does go down. We have the opportunity to set it up. As long as my Giratinas don't go down, we'll be okay. We're going to see the Morlul come up. Flickering Spores is going to hit. It's going to paralyze. Actually, it's going to put me to sleep. And I do not wake up. Bit of a problem. Bit of a problem. And he did get rid of my Solgaleo, which is a perfect play for my opponent. I do want to get that Parallel City over anything else, because this way I can again reduce my own bench space, but I'm going to reduce the damage he's going to take. Boom. And done. I could drop a Giratina. And I'm going to save this... oh, I wake up, so my opponent does have to put me back to sleep. But I can save my Lysander for when I do wake up. We do see another Forest of Giant Plants. And we do see Shiinotic finally hit the field. So my opponent needs another energy drop, but can then put me to sleep. We're going to see another Fomantis, so we're going to see another line of Lurantis GX come out. But again, not too threatened when you can only do 120 damage. You are going to need to 2-shot my Darkrai at this point. And again, I will have a fully set up Darkrai, minus the Fighting Fury Belt. We are going to see that switch come into play. In comes Lurantis. It's not going to knock me out. We're going to see another Nest Ball. Again, though, in order for him to win, he does have to hit me. He does have to hit me. Now, if there's any grass energies in here, he might want to go for a Flower Supply, but he's only got the 1. And with that being said, I can now start Lysandering and taking out his targets. So he might go for the Flower Supply here. Just do some chip damage. No, does go for the Soul Blade. Tries to knock me out a little bit, which is a good play in a sense. We're going to drop a second Dark Energy down onto our Darkrai in the back. I don't need a Lysander. I can Nest Ball, and I can get my Hydreigon, I guess. Because Solgaleos are currently gone. I have no way of recuperating them either. I did happen to notice that just now after the deck building, that all 3 of my Solgaleos are gone, and there's no way for me to get them back. VS Seeker is obviously the most important card here. I do not need to use my Lysander though. And I'm just going to go for a Dark Pulse, finish off this fantastic Lurantis. And he just needs Grass Energy now. We're going to get a Fighting Fury Belt and an Ultra Ball, so I'll be able to send in my Darkrai here, and it'll be perfectly fine. I'll be 2 energies shy of what I currently am at. That's okay. We're going to see the Illuminate, so it is going to pull up another Lurantis, probably hit me with a Flower Supply here. But again, I'm going to be able to get a ton of damage down onto my opponent. He is actually just going to go for a Synthesis here, which is fine because I'll be able to start hitting my opponent with the Dark Pulse on the new one due to my Lysander in the back. So I'm alright with this. This first matchup, not bad. Not bad so far. We're looking really good. Solgaleo has done his job. Would have done a little bit more if I could have kept him around, but my opponent did get rid of it, and I was a little loose trying to get rid of them early game. So that's alright. It's alright. I want my opponent to think that I have another one. That's why I played the Cosmog. I do have a Cosmom, but I don't have any way of getting these Solgaleos back. We're going to see an energy drop onto the Lurantis. We're going to see a Giratina pull, which is actually a good play on my opponent's part. Because I have no Floatstone, or I have no way of really getting it around. We are going to drop a Fighting Fairy Belt down here. I guess this is the time I go for my Shaman. So, I shouldn't have played the Cosmog. I can ditch my Shaman, to be honest. No, I can ditch my Lysander. If I draw a supporter, that would be cool. No, I did that wrong. I did that wrong. I can't play Shaman. My brain was trying to figure out what to play best there. I can get the retreat down now. And this play would be to get a Sycamore. I can get this guy out of here. I don't know why my game is freezing. Thank you very much. We do get the Double Dragon energy, which is all we really need at this point. Wasn't the energy I was hoping to get, because there is one more rainbow still in there, but I will retreat. And I'll go into the freshly new Darkrai. I do have to sacrifice the Double Dragon energy, though. There are a few cards I'm starting to see that you could easily run here. We are going to get rid of this Fomantis here in the front. And now I only need to take care of the Lurantis in the back, and we should be good. We should be good. We got a Rainbow Energy, so if he does try to pull that stunt again on either one of our two mons, I can easily just Rainbow Energy out, and we will have this first match in the bag, showing that Lurantis Shiinotic isn't as strong as Lurantis Vileplume. Lurantis Vileplume is just way more better. Way better in this predicament. But we do have a ton of energy here, being 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 220 damage. So technically, we're in this game. And my opponent can't Lysander now due to the Sycamore. We just need to take out this Lurantis, and we have this game, guys. Game number 1, looking pretty sharp on our end. We're going to see the second energy drop onto the Shiinotic in the back. Actually decides to retreat into the Shiinotic, trying to save himself here. Come on, coin flip. Come on, coin flip. We are going to wake up. This is going to be the end of the game, because we are going to be able to just pull up our good old VS Seeker here, get our Lysander back, and we're going to get that Lurantis pretty quickly here and finish off this match. I'm going to say the same thing to you. And good night. Thank you very much. Have a good time, my friend. You did very well. But we are going to finish off that match. It was 4-0 in our favor. Sorry. 0-4? I guess it is. I don't know. But you did see that Solgaleo, once it gets that GX attack off, it really puts a lot of pressure on your opponent very early. Because you got 5 energies out where your opponent might have 1 or 2. And depending on the energies, like with us having the Double Dragon, we had additional attackers completely set up ready to go. There are a few things that I can see that I might want to tweak on after. But with that being said, we've got another match to go. So let's hold off any additional resources until after round 2. Alright, we're playing Elishine 43 for a second match here. I just wait for him to load in, shall we? It'll be fun, it'll be fine, it'll be dandy, it'll be good, I guess. Elishine, I actually get to call the coin toss here, and we are going to get the chance to call it the right one. So we're going to take this opportunity to go first, hopefully getting our Cosmog. Actually, we get no Pokemon at all, none whatsoever. Sorry about that. So we have to... let's see. My opponent, I have no idea what he's playing. He's playing Grass Psychic of some sort. We're going to get a Darkrai to start, which in truth is not a bad Pokemon at all. We have no additional Pokemon, so we can't go with anything. I'm in a hand where N looks very appetizing. Like, I can Trainer's Mail, I can opt to get rid of my Cosmom or my Skyla. It really depends on what my opponent is playing at this point. Will determine what we actually go for. I don't have anything else I can do. You're waiting on my opponent to take the additional card for his mulligan. That is what we're waiting on right now. I don't know if he realizes that. So that is what we're waiting on. But how are you guys doing today? What decks are you guys currently building for Sun and Moon TCG stuff? I know it's been out for a while now, so a lot of the decks are definitely in their formation. But which one is your favorite? Which one are you most hyped to try and get into if you haven't already done it? We're going to see this is going to be Rowlet Shiinotic, which is a very interesting concept. We are going to go for that good old... No! I misclicked. I meant to hit the Skyla. We're going to get Cosmom down. I meant to hit the Skyla. I have the opportunity to get my N back. I'm going to take it. Trainer's Mail again. This one gets me the second Lysander, so no items that I really need. That's okay. I can just end my hand away. I was hoping to use Skyla next turn, but unfortunately I goofed. I did. We do have Cosmom. We have Ultra Ball. I'm actually going to opt to drop the rare candy, the good old Rainbow Energy down onto my Cosmog, and as you guys can see, I would have easily had the opportunity to go for my Skyla if I had just hit the right cards. At this point, I'm going to opt to sacrifice these two because I don't see my opponent playing Vileplume at this point, and I can get a Shaman going. I can get a little bit more card draw, potentially get that second turn draw into what I need to go. And get maybe a Giratina or something out. Nope, we're gonna get another Cosmom. Cosmog. We really don't need those. That is gonna be our turn. Nothing I can do past that. I'm not looking to turn one attack. And my opponent is not playing Trevenant EX, so it doesn't look like he'll be able to lock me in. At least I don't think he's playing that. He's playing Eevee, which means that he can turn us... I didn't see him play another color. We're going to see the double energy onto Eevee. Double energy drop onto Eevee? I'm confused. I'm so confused right now. We saw that he ditched a Grass Energy and a Lysander. I missed what he drew. Probably Shiinotic. So that next turn he can play it. No, he drew a Shaman. I apologize. He drew a Shaman. I'm interested to see what's going on here. We're going to see the Forest of Giant Plants down. He's got another Morlull, which means he has the opportunity to get Shiinotic. Actually opts to discard a double colorless energy here, which is huge. We are going to see the Trainer's Mail. It's going to be a VS Seeker, which is clutch for him because he knows he can go for Sycamore later. I don't know why I'm so tired. Just drops a Rowlet, no evolutions off of that first turn, which is absolutely fine by me. Absolutely fine by me. My hand is looking pretty bad. I will not deny that. We're going to go for N. I need Rare Candy and I need Solgaleo. I got both of them. That is absolutely insane. Now, I don't want to go for my main attack just yet because I don't have any Dragon Pokemon. So I'm actually just going to opt to pass my turn. Because again, I want to get that opportunity pretty badly here. We're going to see a Trainer's Mail. I do need to waste an attack to actually get our energy going, but I'm not in any rush. I know my opponent has damage in the back. He's going to be playing Espeon is what he's going to be playing here. So his main attacker is going to be Espeon, which is fine because my Darkrai does resist it. So there's the Psychic Evolution right there. Our opponent has Rowlets. He has a lot of Pokemon. No Shiinotics yet either. It does just pass the turn, which is absolutely gorgeous for us. We are going to hit up a Rainbow Energy onto our Solgaleo. And I really just want a VS Seeker into an N. This gives us the opportunity to drop perfectly without having to use up our VS Seekers. Oh, both of them, I mean. I did not get anything. Like, legit got nada. I can't attack. I can't go for any attacks. I'm gonna reduce your bench space. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's reduce what you've got on your bench. This way you have to choose what you want to do. Doesn't bother me any. You're gonna keep your attackers, which is fine. I'm gonna Shaman for 2. Come on, Dragon Pokemon. Come on, Dragon Pokemon. That's all I need. I got a Giratina. Thank you. Okay, that's all I need. We can Ultra Road. I'm going to Ultra Road Solgaleo up. And we're going to go for that Soul Burst GX. We're going to get a double Dragon Energy down onto our Giratina. Double Dragon Energy down onto Giratina. We can get a Dark Energy, drop that down onto our Darkrai. And I can get a Dark Energy and drop that onto Solgaleo, because that'll give us 3 big attackers. Oh, I still have another energy. Okay, it'll be the Double Dragon Energy, and it's going onto our Giratina. That's cool. That's huge. That's a lot of energy now down. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 220 plus the 20, so it's 240 damage. Fails on the Timer Ball both times. I'm sorry, buddy. We're going to see an N here, which is fine by me because we're still going to get a full brand new hand. And I'm in perfect shape to attack now. I could even get a Fighting Fury Belt at this point. That would be clutch. We've only... Actually, we haven't thrown away any of them yet, so there's 3 of them still in the deck that we have not found. We're going to see our first Dartrix on our opponent's side. Huge. Could you have not gotten a Shiinotic, and then you would have been even better off? I don't know. I have Lysander. I want to take out that Espeon ASAP. Because you can't get rid of the Rowlet just yet. It's stuck in the front. He has no energy either, barring the stuff on Espeon. We are going to see the Shiinotic finally come into play. No Force of Giant Plants, though, which means he can't just evolve into those Decidueyes. But he can start getting those Pokemon if he wants to. He might want to get the Dartrix for here. I don't know what he's going to grab yet. Maybe a next turn Decidueye. But right now he is limited to just the 3 Pokemon on his bench. And I do want to take out that nice and tasty Espeon. We are going to get another Rainbow. You weren't in the deck before. I couldn't grab it before. Huh. I'm going to drop that down onto Solgaleo. Just this way I could have put it on a Shaman, actually. It doesn't matter now. But we are going to Ultra Road out of here. I might actually VS Seeker into an... Oh, no. I want this guy. I want the one guy that actually can attack. I want that thing gone. So we're going to Ultra Road into our Darkrai. And the thing that could do damage is definitely going to go down. Because you're weak to Psychic, but we have a ton of damage here. So we're going to go for Dark Pulse. 260 damage, guys. Right there, 260 damage. We're going to eat that alive. There we go. We got a Trainer's Mail. We got an Ultra Ball. We're looking good. We're looking good here. Up comes that Rowlet. That poor little Rowlet. I want to get that Shiinotic next. Or the Decidueye that drops. We're going to see the Force of Giant Plants now. Which is absolutely fine at this point, because there's no way my opponent is going to go through 3 of my EX Pokemon who are all set up and ready to go. We're going to see another Rowlet hit the field, and our opponent can finally get a full bench of Pokemon if they wanted to, but they haven't got many cards left in hand. We're going to see another Eevee. And does my opponent have a supporter to get themselves back into this? They do have the VS Seeker, and it's going to be a Sycamore that they drop. So they're going to get a full brand new hand of 7. But I'm not in too big of a threat right now. Because again, we're going to see another Espeon drop here. But I do have VS Seekers. I can take care of these things. I don't feel threatened by them at all. This one, again, you need 3 energy, put 10 damage counters on your opponent. So you can do 100 damage from your Divide. Okay, that's not a big deal. With the Decidueye in the back, that might be the bigger target right now. But again, I might want to just take out the Espeon because a little bit of damage is not going to hurt me. Like, again, 20 damage, not going to hurt me. Okay, so we're going to just grab that good old Espeon again in the back, because that is supposed to be his main attacker. We're going to grab it again. Bring it up front. And I don't need to play anything else. We're just going to eat it. So there's another 2 prizes down, and all I need to do is grab that Decidueye. And that'll be match. We're going to get Cosmom, Fighting Fury Belt. Fighting Fury Belt, at least I can drop onto Darkrai, give it a little bit more of HP, a little bit of attack, not that it needs it, because right now we can even one-shot Wailords. And my opponent does bring up the Shiinotic, as it is their most unnecessary Pokemon at this time, especially if they could get those Rowlets, the Dartrix, and all that. We're going to see a double colorless energy hit the Decidueye in the back. If I've got... Do I have any more VS Seekers? We've only used 2, so there's still 2 more in the deck. With 19 cards left? It's easy. There's a Dartrix. But my opponent does not have the damage output to hit us. Like, there's no way. There's no way. I think my opponent's out of this one now. There's no way my opponent can hit me for as much damage as he's hoping. We're going to see Professor Sycamore. He's only got 4 cards left in the deck. He's going all out here on these Decidueyes. Trying to clean up a little bit of a mess here. But again, if without that extra damage, we're not too big of a threat. And again, I got 250 HP on the Mon he's hitting. 250 HP is a lot of damage. There's the victory. He knew he couldn't do it. Just could not do it. I have way too much HP, way too much power, and yeah, it's just not gonna happen. Now, a couple weaknesses to Solgaleo that I have already noticed with the deck, because obviously the games I showcase to you aren't the only games I play. In order for this deck to run, you need Solgaleo-GX to do its first turn attack. And as you saw, it took us a couple turns to set up in that match. But if your opponent is already going faster than you, you're done. The other problem too is your evolution. Cosmog, very easy to knock out in one shot. If your opponent is able to set up, look at Lurantis, able to do quite a bit of damage turn 1 or 2, there goes your Cosmog, you're done. And again, now you're using your Dark Pokemon to try and get in there and out of there, and it doesn't work out as well as you hope it does. It really doesn't. But when it works, it works. This deck is so strong if you can get it running early game, and it will just clean up clock. Definitely give it a try. Let me know what your build will be if you build this deck as well. Some of the card ideas, like I obviously forgot Super Rod. You could put Special Charge in here in case things start to disappear. There are so many options here that you could use that could make this deck a little bit more synergetic. But again, I love to hear what you guys have to say. If you guys are brand new here, please hit that subscribe button because I produce Pokemon content on the regular. And of course, I love to hear your comments and everything that you guys want to do. If you guys are interested in TCGO battles, please hit my Twitter or my YouTube because I'll be accepting battles all the time regularly. But that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. But until then, time out.